What is up, Nickel City Mafia? Welcome to a back-to-back loss by the Buffalo Bills. An absolute horrific offensive performance. Bills lose in Atlanta 24-14. Nothing was going right. And before I get into it, I'm going to wait for some people to get on here with us, see if anyone joins us. Jake, how you doing, my friend?
You know what, Mike? Always good to be with you. Always good to be with you.
Oh,
In
man.
general, the emotions, my stomach, everything is not doing great per se. Kind of in a knot, kind of all over the place. I'm gonna try my best, like not to overreact, because that's such an easy way out, I feel like. And this
Yes.
to me is, and don't tell my wife I said this, but this is a marriage, you know. This is a marriage, and right now we're going through a rough spot, and we're gonna figure it out. And
Man,
maybe I'm the only person saying that tonight. But we're going to figure it out after I crack open this beer.
get the beer
And
going.
we're going to get into it. Okay.
Yeah, that's all we have to go on is hope. But right now,
That's it.
I said it in week 4 after the game. Jake, I said I have concerns. You said, Mike, don't be concerned, don't
Yep.
overreact. And we have back-to-back losses against second-year quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Second-year quarterbacks.
Yep.
Drake May, Penix, and I don't know what the heck was going on tonight, Jake. I mean, look, defense got off to a rough start in the first half, right? We're down 21-7. You're blaming the defense, but you're also looking at that offense. They had nothing going, nothing at all. Then the defense shows up in the second half and really makes some key stops, giving this offense all kinds of opportunities.
Yeah.
And we can't figure out how to call fourth down plays anymore. We're doing this jet sweep crap. I mean, seriously?
If
What
I see
the
another end
hell is
around
that?
ran this entire season, I'm going to lose my mind. I'll say that.
I don't know. Is that a jet sweep? I don't know what the heck they call that, but it's just an end around. It
I
just
call it an end around.
all
Yeah.
right,
Jet sweep is more like you're in shotgun and then the receiver comes
all right,
across
all
and
right.
you're handing it to him.
So we tried it with Knox, fumbled.
Yeah.
We did some crazy pitch to Shakir. I think that was in last week's game on fourth down. That did nothing. And then you tried again with Moore, and that was stuffed. It was just horrible play calling all night long. Um, you know, they say no one's eating. Everyone's starving right now. This whole everyone eats is,
Yeah. Yeah.
is out the door. I know there's been a lot of talk like last year. We expected a kind of a down year. We didn't really have that number one receiver, but the Bills made it work. And it feels like everybody has figured out the blueprint. We don't have that number one receiver. Look, Josh Palmer went out, but okay, what's Josh Palmer done for us so far this year? Not a whole lot. You have Elijah Moore. I love Shavers. They should have brought him in and used him more. They were trying to use him, but use that big guy. There's no excuses for how this offense performed. They bullied the run game, but dude, Jake, you can only do so much with those big guys up front. I mean, they were running the ball, doing pretty well, but you have these 10, 13, 12 play drives you're trying to go on and be perfect. It tires those guys out, and you're not able to throw anything down the field. And I don't know what to think here. So let me throw it to you real quick, and then we'll say hi to some folks in the chat. So
Yeah.
talk to me, man.
I'm going to try to be a light in a really dark place right now for this Buffalo Bills franchise
Oh,
if I can be. So I'm going to read off a text that I sent to my my neighborhood group chat here because multiple neighbors saying they're going to bed early, and I said that's great. You know, it's probably good on you to do that. So I sent them my 5 good and 5 bad things. So I'm going to get right into it, Mike. I
oh
said the
boy.
good.
All
I
right.
only ate 1 small bowl of ice cream tonight.
Okay.
2, I didn't drink heavily. I'm actually opening my first beer right now.
All
How about
right.
that? It's pretty good.
Beautiful.
That's a win.
Beautiful. Yeah.
3, Deion Walker.
Oh,
Okay.
stud.
That was beautiful. That
Yeah.
was awesome. What a great realization in national television. You come out and you do pretty well against a really good offensive line and a guy in Chris Lindstrom who's an absolute stud. So shout out to Deion Walker. That man needs to be a full-time starter on the defensive line. Needs to be on the field 100% of the time if he can be. I know
Yeah.
he was gassed towards the end there, and rightfully so. I mean, he was the only one really that showed up for the most part. 4, the defense can actually play man coverage. Maybe we make that our focal point now. Maybe it is man. Maybe we run a man scheme. Throw out all the zone stuff because clearly It doesn't work. You just allow their playmakers to body you and out physical you and run down that field. And this bend don't break stuff and being opportunistic, it only works every once in a blue moon. Gone are those days. So, but it was good to see. In 5, we blocked the kick for the first time in I don't know how long, and it was Greg Rousseau. I know people have been calling for Groot to show up, and he actually did have some good moments today.
He did.
Really should have been credited with that sack. That was, I think it was Ed Oliver instead that got credited with the sack. But
no, I think it was Solomon.
It was Solomon. You're right. Yeah, Javon Solomon. Yeah.
Yep.
Block kick, couple good plays. You know, it's still inconsistent where you really want him to be, but. Yeah. Then there's the bad. The offensive play calling, I'd say 95% of this game, outside of the 2 scoring drives, the 2 scoring drives look beautiful. We looked like the football team that we should be. And then I don't know if it's like Brady overthinking it or just trying to be too cute or a combination of both, but he goes away from what's working. Like body on body, just freaking run it down their throats. It was working. And just, it's like we overprocess things. I don't know what it is, but it's gone and it's out the window and then it's done. Like this is an opportunity to run the same play over and over again if it's working, right? So just do it. You don't have to go away from it. And then maybe you run it 10 times in a row and it works 9 times and you stay committed to it. And then you get those guys to bite on a play action and you can actually get some separation with those outside receivers because guess what? They're expecting us to run the football. So they play up a little bit, and then maybe one of those guys slips, and then we get a breakaway play. That's what we have to do because one of the other bads that I didn't mention was the outside wide receiver separation. Or did I mention that?
Oh, you didn't mention that yet.
Yeah. The outside wide receiver separation. Yeah, absolutely. It's an issue, and it's crazy because last year, this feels very eerily similar to like that stint when we had the Texans and Ravens last year, and we had these same conversations. And man, it's just, again, we're still here. And I felt good about Josh Palmer. He does have that long speed, but then he goes out of the game, and we have no answers. We have nothing. No man beaters, no anything. And no one's winning their matchups, and you can't even scheme these guys open. It's brutal.
That's terrible.
And then and then honestly, one of the more surprising things today was Josh Allen decision making. Like, and I think it was more or less like him being so hesitant because he doesn't see guys getting open. He's got these blitzes coming at him. He's a deer in headlights. And, I'm not going to say Josh played a great game. He still made some really good plays, but he made a lot of boneheaded plays himself. So when he's not fully there, like, you're really in trouble. Yeah. And what else? Momentum killing drives. Yeah, that was another thing. Just when you have momentum, I've never seen a team kill their momentum more than the Buffalo Bills. It's just incredible to me. So I don't know, Mike. That was a lot I threw at you there, but
no, that was all good. I love that you had some good. Like Josh Allen, I don't see any rolling to the right. Obviously he rolls to the right. Bills Mafia delay. Going to the left, dude pitches the ball. I mean, seriously, you're an athletic dude. You're running to your left. I know that's one of the most difficult throws for a right-handed quarterback, but still, just throw the ball. Throw the ball to Ty Johnson. You got an easy first down. I think it was Ty Johnson, right? And he pitches that ball. And then right before half, we got super lucky, by the way, anyhow. They step out of bounds as they're about to go in for the touchdown, which we think is, obviously we all thought that was a touchdown initially. But Allen, back to throw, double pumps, fires over the middle, easy interception. And then he threw one later in the game as well. Just I don't know what Brady's thinking. Like you said, I don't know what he's thinking, but this is probably the worst offensive performance I've seen them have since that 9-6 game against the Jaguars years ago. Remember that game? 9-6.
Or maybe even the Texans game last year, maybe the Ravens game.
Maybe the Texans. I don't know.
There were some moments there where it felt very similar, but you're right. It probably was, Mike. Yeah, you have a good point there. It
was horrible. Let me say hi to some folks, and then we'll get into it a little bit more.
I love what Sank says here. I highlighted it immediately. I saw it there, and I couldn't agree more, man. Like, anytime they went under center, things were working, things were clicking. Great protection. Everything seemed in sync. We were running the football well. I mean, how about my boy Reggie Gilliam? I do have to give a shout out to him. That was one of the goods. He was great tonight. I thought anytime he was in the game, things were working. So shout out to my boy. But yeah, I love what Sank said here. I had to highlight that one for sure.
Jake, where's the screenplays? Did we forget Cook and catch the ball out of the backfield?
I guess so.
All our running backs out of the backfield, like they're blitzing. Can't you do a little dump off to one of our backs? I mean, I didn't see any of that, and it just seems like even last week they weren't using Cook. I don't know. I mean, they're using Cook to run the ball, but the dude is great in the receiving game. Use him.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
I did feel like Josh did miss a couple of his backs on wheel routes today where they were running wide open, and it looked like he wanted to throw it, but then he hesitated again, and it's like he was afraid to push the ball downfield. So, and that probably is just because he just assumes he can't throw the ball downfield. It feels like we're playing. This is the best, I guess, like crossover I can make. It feels like we are playing Madden on like Legend right now, and all we can do is audible and call these plays where we can run underneath routes or out routes, and that's it. Nothing else, or behind the line of scrimmage. That's it. That's how it feels right now, and it's tough.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
Jake, number 6 on your good list is that we have a bye next week and we get 2 weeks off from this horrendous offensive display.
That's right. That's right.
and we get some guys coming back. We got Michael Hoyt coming back. We got Larry Ogunjobi coming back. Who knows? I mean, they're not like true game changers, but they'll definitely. I don't feel this has been a problem with the O-line, and that's going to be, of course, the O-line's been rough against the run, but you got to give the linebackers. You got to say, hey, why aren't you stepping and making these plays? Because the D-line really stepped up late in the game, and I can't put all that run, gashing us on the run against our defensive line. It just feels like our linebackers. Look, Bishop has to make that tackle. He has to make that tackle. Dude showed his speed. He showed his speed, caught up to Robinson, and just couldn't make the tackle. Hold on, let's catch up with some people, man.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are frustrated after this one. We got Go Bills podcast. Absolutely pathetic performance. We're going to figure it out. We better, because guess what? Guess who's in first place in the AFC East?
The New England Patriots.
The New England Patriots. Oh, boy. You thought last week was bad on social media. Turn off everything. Don't even watch it for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be horrible. Got Chad the Chief coming out there. He's like, okay, getting some help here.
Hell yeah, Chad.
Chiefs are getting better. And
the
Bills struggling. Oh, boy. And then we got Sean. Brady needs to go. You know, Brady's got to change something up. It's just not been working. You can't rely on that run game 100%. And it feels like when we got to go to the passing game, nothing's being dialed up. Nothing's working. Let's see here. Josh Palmer is injured. Yep, he got injured early in that game. It was great. Like you said, Jake, early on, we come out up first drive, score a touchdown. Where did Knox go after that? Great throw to Knox. Where'd he go? Dawson Knox had 1 catch for that touchdown, 2 targets.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? I mean, Dawson Knox he's a valid receiver. What the heck? We got Sean out there. In no circumstance on 3rd and 1 should Allen not have an RPO.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Sean. Yep.
Comedian Mo Brown. Yeah, Michael Michael Penix is playing on first leg Gimpy and still won. That's horrendous. Yeah, it's the 2nd game in a row we've let a 2nd-year quarterback look good against us. Extremely good against us. Again, though, I can't put this on the defense. I felt like, I mean, how many stops you got to get before your offense shows up? Comedian Mo Brown, thanks for joining us. John Roberts, of course, for joining us. Chad says, nice beer selection. I don't know, Jake. I don't know what I have. I just have some Coke. I wish I had something stronger. Maybe it's time to
spike it.
Check something off the bucket list. I don't know. I got to get a fridge in here, get something going. Trey says, look, I'm over the loss already. I let out all my frustrations. My concerns were all validated and then some. Glad to hear Jake bring the optimism. I was hoping that Ian would join us. We need some Ian out there in the chat because, you know, Ian's all about love and I joke, but Ian, I feel like he's got that hippie mentality. It's all about love. It's all about.
He is a musician,
right? Of course.
Yeah.
So, who else we got out there that I haven't said hi to? Nicholas.
We got my boy Nick out there. Let's go, baby.
Preach, Jake. Preach, Jake. Alan Trust Coleman. And what's going on with Coleman? Alan Trust Coleman. That's the issue. These little, like, just throw the ball. Like, it's not even a 50-50 because he's not taking advantage of Coleman's height And his leaping ability is just throw the ball at his chest, and that's an easy play for the defensive back. Dude, Coleman, let's look at him real quick. 6 targets, 3 receptions for 11 yards, Jake.
Literally 50-50.
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Yeah. And it's not 50-50 in a good way.
11 yards?
Yeah. Right.
For a dude that big? I feel like you'd be in the game. You used to play receiver. And I know you always say, nah, Mike, no. I could get you more than 11 yards in this game.
Oh, you're being very generous. But
no, come on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else haven't I said hi to? Yeah, Saints out there. Thank you for joining us. Trey, let's see. Jeff Albrook and the Falcons defensive coordinator. He was the Jets DC for a long time. Jets always had Josh's number. But yeah, where is the play action? Where is it, Jake?
Yep. I mean, it worked. There. I feel like for the most part, it did work when we did it, But then again, when you run play action, you also have to instill some fear that there's going to be a run play. And when it effectively was working, we just found a way to go away from it and try to be too cute. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Did the Bears pull that game out? And that was a close one.
I'm watching right now. Did they actually pull it off? I might be behind here. It looks like 24-22. Game's still going on. We got 7 minutes and 57 seconds left. But there was a huge play. I just saw DeAndre Swift scored on like a 55-yard reception. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, hell of a game going on here.
Man, we got Go KU1 out there. Thanks for joining us. Best post-game duo on YouTube. Can't wait for KC at Buffalo. Look, I'll tell you what. After the bye, I was seeing this in our group chat. Our schedule doesn't look as easy as we thought it was. We had, we had the Falcons, and then we got the Panthers coming out of the bye, who I can't figure the Panthers out. They come back against and beat the Cowboys. They whooped the Falcons. Like, wasn't it 30-0?
30-0. This is like a few weeks ago.
My goodness. And I think we gotta travel to Carolina for that one.
That's right.
It's an away game.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And Rico Dowdle, I don't know what's going on here, looking like freaking Eric Dickerson out there. Guy's incredible. I mean, really. He was good last year with Dallas. I don't know why they let him go. I mean, Javonte Williams has done a great job filling in, but Rico Dowdle, man, South Carolina guy, shout out to him. Absolutely love it.
Cody says the Falcons and Bears both win in primetime. I may take off tomorrow. Most of us might
that would be tough,
take off just to recover from this. But again, we got 2 weeks. We got a bye week. That's the worst, Jake. I was joking about having 2 weeks to not have to see this team play the way they've been playing, but it's rough after a loss like this. You got to wait 2 weeks, and then you got to travel the Panthers, and now you just don't know what's this team. Obviously we're getting a couple guys back, but oh man, this one I'm gonna say this. I'm putting this one on Brady 100%. Like I said, horrific play calling. We can't even figure out a 4th down play anymore. We can't figure out anything. You look at the Chiefs. When it's 4th down, typically they'll call a timeout, and you are almost guaranteed 99% of the time they're going to figure something out to get 1 yard. 1 yard. And then hell, I don't know, push Josh a couple plays. Use that big physical.
I have a theory that because McDermott voted against the tush push and hates the play, he will never run it. And that's why we don't run the tush push, which is insane. You have to swallow your pride, though, because God, we'd be so good. We'd gain 4 yards every time. If we actually ran the tush push the way it was intended to be ran, we'd probably get 4 yards every single time, easily.
God, how do I say that? Artemio?
Hell of a name. Let's go.
Marafask. Unexpected worst loss by Proud Boys, Falcons, a beloved Buffalo Bills. Boo, Georgia Bills Mafia. Yeah, I got to tell you what, Bills fans, another positive put on there. Good list. Bills Mafia showed up in Atlanta today. They showed up in Atlanta. I got to say, put on your bad. The announcers. I don't know how many times that announcer got the down wrong. He's like, penalty on the Falcons. Oh, no, it's penalty on the Bills. Oh, sorry. He said that at least 2 or 3 times. And then he's got like, it's 2nd down now. No, it was 3rd down. I mean, it's just, dude was all over the place. I don't know. You were giving him some praise, right? Is that the guy who does college football?
That's Chris Fowler. Yeah, Mike. He's usually very tied up and very well-spoken throughout the whole college broadcast that he does, and there were a couple slip-ups today, so definitely confused about that, but I'm a big Chris Fowler guy, so not going to knock.
All right.
I love Dan Orlovsky, by the way. I really appreciate how he says, like in the broadcast, freeze. And he'll like straight up say that, and he'll show what is going on. He'll explain it in a way that like an average fan can understand what's going on with coverages and what should be happening. So I'll tell you what, shout out to Dan Orlovsky. You can love him or hate him. I know he's the guy that ran out of the back of the end zone, but the guy knows ball. So I really appreciated like his insight on a lot of things. I felt like he called a very unbiased game, which is always good to hear, even though he loves Josh Allen. Pointed out the good and the bad. Did a great job.
All right.
Brett did not like any of them tonight.
No. I only had a problem with the one guy because he got me excited a couple times. Like, I mean, there was one that was where I think we had a nice play, and he says penalty on them, and it was penalty on us. But I mean, this game, let's talk about. I mean, it started with a bang. What looked like to be a bang, right? We kick off to them, big fumble, and guess what? Offsides against the Bills. Groot offsides. Gonna have to watch the film on that one. And then I thought Trey got called for a ticky-tack pass interference play as well. Trey
Hated
White
that call.
That was pretty rough. But let's just look at some of those team stats real quick. So Falcons had 22 first downs to our 17, but I really want to look at the penalties here because we had quite a few. 8 for 64. What are we coming off last week? That we had 11 last week, and there was like 2 or 3 that were declined during that game. They had 6 for 35. We had the 2 turnovers. Time of possession was about the same. They had us by about 3 minutes. And let's see here. Let's look at the third down efficiency. We were 2 of 9. 2 of 9, Jake. They were 5 of 12. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Fourth down efficiency was 0. We were over 1. So were they. I feel like there was more than, maybe it was the third down play that I'm thinking about. I thought there was more than one fourth down play that we screwed up. Felt like that at least. Or maybe it was
did. Well, there were 2. So there was that no, the end around was on third down, right? That wasn't a fourth down call, was it?
Was it? Okay, yeah, because I think we lost some yardage on that. So we had the punt. Okay. Because normally
it felt like
we
a
would have
fourth
went
down essentially.
It did. Because I know if he just gets even back to the line of scrimmage or half a yard, we're probably going for that, right?
Yeah.
Man,
although, I mean, like some of the guys in the chat here are saying, I mean, there were times today where it's like you're going to punt the ball instead of trusting your offense, even though it, like hindsight 2020, right? Like it's hard to trust that offense today based on how the play calling was and how the execution was. It just was not there.
Yeah. I mean, Josh was 15 to 26 for 180 yards, man. It just feels like,
yeah.
In a game like this is typically a game where Josh is going to get close to 300 because we're behind, we're throwing the ball, we're moving the ball down the field. But Atlanta, give them credit, man. That they kept talking about their investments on the defensive line, and I don't know their line very well. Maybe you can talk a little bit about it, but whoever they invested in, man, they were bringing it, and it was well worth. It was money well spent.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, well, it's funny. One of the guys that is on their defensive line, well, he plays outside linebacker, technically is Leonard Floyd. They also have James Pierce. They drafted the kid Jalen Walker, but he's an off-ball linebacker. But yeah, I mean, Brandon Dorless was a name too that I know the Bills were looking at. He's the Oregon guy. He's starting for them. David Onyemata hit Josh Allen a few times today. He had a couple sacks, I think, too.
Yeah.
That's a really solid defensive line that Atlanta has, and a well-coached defensive team. I mean, you got Raheem Morris, who's a defensive-minded coach, and then Jeff Ulbrich, who really has had Josh Allen's number in a litter of games that he's coached against him in the past.
Yeah, Sean's saying hard to block 7 guys with 5. And yeah, so why aren't we just, like I said, why aren't we dumping the ball off to a back out of the backfield?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. They were blitzing. They were bringing they were getting to Josh and yeah.
Call a screen. Yeah,
exactly.
Counter it somehow, right?
Oh, man. I mean, dude, we had Palmer had a longest pass, was 45 yards right out of the gate, right? First drive. Other than that, we had the Knox touchdown. So that first drive had our 2 longest pass plays, 45-yarder and a 19-yarder. Besides that, we had Shakir. He was 3 of 33 on 5 targets for, 3 for 33 yards with 5 targets. Shavers was three receptions for 27 yards for 5 targets. Knox had just the one. It's like, dude, like I said earlier, where'd you go?
I know.
He scored the first touchdown. You're
Yeah.
only really pass and receiving tight end in the game. And Knox has been with us a long time. I mean, we know what he can do. Why don't we use him? We're just trying to use him to block. That's all we're doing for a running game.
Pretty much. You know who was really missing from the passing game?
Who's that?
85.
85?
Jackson Hawes. Could have been a great homecoming for the kid. Georgia Tech kid. Come on. Just at least one catch. Come on. Something.
Right. And we have no Kincaid. I mean, obviously Kincaid once again injured. And to start the game, I guess in warm-ups, Daquan Jones hurts his calf.
Insane.
Out for
Can't
the
even
game.
make that up.
What are you doing here? Now, it was good to see Benford. I mean, it was good to see Benford came back. He got injured. I'm like, oh, no. It's not a party without Benford getting injured. But he comes back. I thought Palmer was almost going to make his way back, but he didn't. But some of the guys who went off did make their way back into the game, which was good, except for Terrell Bernard.
Right.
Bernard could not get back in the game. But I felt like when he left, those linebackers stepped up. They did a pretty darn good job. Shaq Thompson, he's going to be having nightmares tonight.
I know.
Pick 6, gifted to him late. I think that was that final drive, right? That they had.
Yep.
Right in his hands. Can't make the play. But otherwise, I thought he and Dorian Williams played pretty darn good in that second half.
I did too.
Sure.
The entire defense, really. I mean, even the corners, like they were tested. Cam Lewis, as much as you want to crap on him, Trek Reviewer, he had a couple nice plays himself. He
did.
He
had one big penalty against them.
Right. This is a team that I felt could never play man coverage because you'd have to match up great on great somehow, some way, right? I mean, really, Drake London, he killed us in the first half. What did he have the second half? 1, 2 catches? And they were big catches for sure, but he's a hell of a receiver. This is a 1,200-yard Pro Bowl receiver who's 6'4", 215. He's bigger than any of our corners and safeties. So it's a guy that, was going to get some catches and make some plays regardless, but I thought we did a really good job of taking him away in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second week in a row that we've given up 10 receptions. What was it, 10 for Diggs for like 145 or 146? Now you got Drake London, 10 for 158. Yep. But other than Drake and Bijan, which is really all you need, honestly, they had 16 receptions between them. Pitts had 3, Algier had 1. I mean, so
no other receivers. No other receivers caught a pass.
Oh, yeah, that is interesting.
Isn't that wild?
That is insane. So, I don't know. I mean, I think there was Trey and Benford were watching him, and, he was finding spots in the zone. Early on, we weren't getting a whole lot of pressure. I felt like the pressure was better in the second half by the defensive line. So, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What do we got? Cody Smith out there. He says at least the pregame injury wasn't.
I know.
Rich fracturing his orbital bone with a band.
Yeah. So a workout band. He, I don't know. I don't even know how it happened, but they ruled him out initially with an eye injury or something like that. And then turns out he actually fractured his orbital bone. They placed him on IR today. You can't make this up. I mean, A-Rich has not necessarily set himself up for success, but gosh, is he unlucky. I mean, the injury bug has hit him pretty hard. And this is just a weird one and just brutal, honestly. A fractured orbital bone. That's insane. Yeah.
Dude, so Shaq Thompson was our leading tackler with 10. I thought he had a really good game. He had 1 tackle for loss, had that pass deflection, which could have been a pick 6 or at least an interception. Deion Walker, as you mentioned earlier in the game, star of the show. Dude had 5 tackles, 4 tackles for losses. So, Trek Reviewer, you nailed it. You wanted him pre-draft. We got him, and he's showing up. Landon Jackson had a few snaps in there. Really didn't make a play, but I didn't think he was anything. I didn't see anything negative. It's just like most of the time they ran away from him. I think there was one play where they ran at him. One of the guys, they got outside. They didn't really have good containment, so maybe blame him on that one. But other than that, I'll have to look and see how many showed up. I saw him in there for maybe 7, 8 plays. I'm always surprised when I go look at the PFF and the snap count afterwards. I'm like, damn, he played 16 snaps last game. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't see those.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Cole Bishop 6 tackles, Dorian Williams 6 tackles. Again, Dean Walker, star of the show. We had what, 2 sacks?
2 sacks, yeah. Eddie Oliver and Javon Solomon.
Yeah. And that one from Solomon was another one that I think both was Groot and Oliver actually should have got the assist on that one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cam Lewis just had the one penalty. Check review. I know it was a big one, but he also made a big play late in the game for a stop. Another one maybe would have been nice. Pick it off.
On Drake London, too. That was Drake London.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. So, yeah, man, brutal. Yeah. All right, Jake, what else you got, man? Because, all right, so I was waiting for, where's your friends? Where's the Fire McDermott? And this one should be like Fire Brady.
Yeah, I think they all went to bed. Yeah. You know, this is the part of me where I love our fan base so much. But, and it's okay. You have a right. Trey mentioned this the other week when it was like, I was upset that people were upset. The fact that the Bills weren't playing sound football. We were 4-0 though. So I'm like, a win is a win is a win. Now we've lost 2 in a row. So there are going to be a lot of overreactions right now. This was the worst game that we played all year. Absolutely. And it feels like it's been trending worse and worse and worse since that Jets game. So people are getting tired of it. And I get it. I think it's valid. I think it's allowed. I hear you, Sean. Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, this is year 9, and I don't know, man. I wish I had more positive to say. I want to say stay patient because it feels eerily similar to years past where we've lost like these stinkers of games, and then we go on like a 10-game win streak, and I'm hoping that's the case. Hopefully this bye week we get right. We get those 2 guys, and then maybe Hairston in the lineup, and things seem to figure themselves out. We play complete football. That's obviously what we want to see, and I'm hoping that's what happens. But it can't continue like this. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you got to look back. I mean, what was it, 3 years ago when we were 6-6, trailing the Dolphins by like 2 or 3 games? Was it 3 years ago?
Yeah,
about 3 years ago, right?
2 years ago. Two seasons
just
ago.
2. We had like a 2% chance.
Yeah, we ended up 11-6 and won the division.
And we went on a run, so it can be turned around. But let's talk about that. 2 weeks. We got some guys coming back. It'll be interesting to see who they, who they release to make room for Ogunjobi and Hoyt. But talk to me about what you think. What do we got to do in 2 weeks to get right? What has to change? What are some things we can do? Now I know the trade deadline. When's the trade deadline? Some people have already been making moves. He made the move for Russell Douglas a couple of years ago, right? When we needed a corner. I still think unless Hairston, and look, if Hairston doesn't come back this season, I want to be upset. I mean, this is the biggest scam. Like he got hurt in camp before preseason. And I heard ought to be, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks. I think I heard that initially. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
3 to 4 weeks. And here it is. I don't know. I haven't heard much where he is right now. I did see some video like a week ago. He was on the sideline in practice with a big brace on. But if we don't see him on the field, and even if he's ready, Jake, he's missed so much valuable time. How good is he truly going to be? Just going to throw him to the wolves? Maybe we're going to have to. But talk to me about what you think the Bills have to do. Is there an opportunity to make a move? Sure. But let me throw it to you for that.
Yeah, I think there is. I'm kind of sick of the excuse that we don't have enough money and, we're going to sacrifice draft capital for the future. What future?
Yeah.
If we don't make a move now, is there a future? Or are we just going to fall into the same repetitive thing that goes over and over and over again? I would love to make a move. I think we can win games with this team as it is, which is really hard to say after the performance we just saw. Because even so, Mike, and I'm trying to find silver lining. I am trying. I know I'm reaching right now. But even so, we were in this game. We did everything in our power
Oh,
to lose this game. I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't have won this game. No reason we shouldn't have won last week's game. And I get it. At the end of the day, we didn't. But the fact of the matter is, we had 11 penalties against the Patriots. It took everything and then some for the Patriots to win the game by 3. This game, I mean, how many opportunities did the Falcons give us to drive the ball downfield, right? It took everything in their power. They won by 10. They did. So on the books, it looks like a lot better of a win than it is. The Falcons looked really good in the first half. The second half, it was a different team. Our defense showed up. Our offense did not. We play complete football. This is a very good team. But playing complete football with this team, is it a Super Bowl team? I don't know if I'm ready to say it is, even with that. So you go make one game-changing move.
Hold your thought 1 second here. I want to thank
Yeah.
Chad the Chief. Whenever we're down,
Chad, you're a stud.
Chad the Chief
Appreciate
comes
you.
in and puts a smile on our face. Thank you so
Hell
much,
yeah.
Chad. Life is good. Start a new job next Monday. Awesome. You were working some crazy hours at your last job, so I hope it's a little bit better for you. Chiefs
Yeah.
won, Blues won. Hopefully Casey gets things figured out and goes on a run. It's Raider week. Rashee Rice is back and hope he makes an immediate impact. Great job as always. Thanks again, Chad. Really appreciate the super chat. Put a little smile on our face. Yeah, you guys are getting right. Rashee Rice. We'll see. As he came off, he's coming off it wasn't an ACL. What was it? I forget what type of injury it was, but it's not as serious as an ACL. And he's had about a year now to recover, also with the issue that he got suspended for. But I forget what it was. It's something with
Was it meniscus? No, it was an LCL. It was an LCL and a hamstring.
Yeah. So
issue.
Not as significant as ACL. So he should be good to go. We'll see. But that just makes him even that much better. You got Worthy. You got Rashee Rice. Who's the other guy they got going on over there? Was really been
Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown, exactly. Yep. So good for you guys. So thanks again, Chad. Back to you, Jake. On the what do we got to do here? So you talked about us making a move. I said we gotta. You're tired of this. We don't have money. You see Trey out there. We need to make a move. We got to trade some. Get some draft. Put some draft capital out there. What position you going after? You're going after multiple positions or what? Because we have corner issue and corner depth because of Hairston not being able to play, and you got your receiver. So who are you going after? You going after both?
I'd like to go after both, but I think receiver. I don't even care. You let up 40 points, we'll score 42.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'm kind of sick of it. I think I'm sick of hearing it from everyone, whether it be the broadcast booth on a national televised game who are so far removed from this team and maybe see them once a year, to the local media, to our own fan base, to amongst ourselves, just talking about the lack of separation and all this other stuff. Go just get a guy. I know that everybody eats thing. It's fun. Sure, it works. But
everybody's
I don't know.
starving.
Does it? Yeah, there's a lot of famine right now. I don't know. Just go do it. Just go do it. I mean, whatever you got to do. I don't care. You get one Super Bowl, we could lose out for the rest of my life. We could never win a game again. If we win one Super Bowl, that's all I want. I will die a happy man. I know that's a crazy statement and it's kind of psychopathic to say, but yeah, here we go. Bears attempting a game winner, 38-yarder to beat the Commanders code.
Cody, you might have to take tomorrow off, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, we talked about that in years past. If we sold out and won a Super Bowl, sort of like the Rams did a few years back. But, it didn't take the Rams much longer to rebound. I think it took them, 1-2 years, and they were back in playoff
they're
contention.
Already back. Yeah.
So you sell out, you make some moves, you go for it. You got one of the best quarterbacks, the best quarterback coming off of last year, the MVP. You got to make some moves. Who won the game? Did they make it?
The Bears won.
Dude,
25-24.
Wow.
Yep.
Cody, enjoy your day off tomorrow. And yes, let's talk about this. Cody's saying Kean's not it. Look, we heard a lot of good things coming out of camp. He worked hard in the off season. The chemistry's there. I just don't know how a man 6'4", who's not a turtle, he's not the slowest dude out there, and he's got a great vertical, cannot get more than 11 yards in a game. I don't understand. Well, when we drafted him, we were all disappointed. We heard
Yeah.
the rumors, you can't get separation, and that is so true. But you'd still think you should be able to utilize a guy that big, Jake.
Yeah. I do have a question to counter that. Like, what 33rd overall pick at the receiver position is drafted to be it? Because I feel like at that point you're looking at a potential number 2 receiver. Like your number 1, your guaranteed number 1s are in your top 15 picks or so. Outside of that, it's kind of like you don't really know, you know? And I get it, because the mindset going into that draft was we need to replace Steph Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is going to be the new guy. And I don't know if that was the Bills' mindset or not. Maybe they were taking the approach, we're going to allocate a receiver to a different type of trade on this offense. Khalil Shakir is the yak guy, the slot guy, the dirty work guy. Keon Coleman is just a jump ball guy. He's not maybe the number 1 guy. I don't know who the separator was at that time. I don't know. I don't even know who you could say it was.
We traded back twice in that draft.
We did.
Right?
We
had
did.
a shot at Xavier Worthy. We had a shot at your guy.
What is Xavier Worthy? Is he a number 1 receiver? He's not.
But he's been injured. He's been injured this year. But you're right. But he at least gets separation. He can take,
which is what we've been asking for.
Exactly. And then you had your guy, Xavier Legette, who really, I mean, he's been injured. He hasn't really done much. That was one of your other guys too. So, and I don't know how much play time he's had. I don't know if you've kept an eye on him at all. But
he's been scoring. He's
been doing okay lately.
It's kind of I mean, now that they drafted Tet McMillan, it's kind of his show now, right? But Legette, I mean, he's still playing out there. He's still, let's see what the numbers look like. Actually, great. 8 for 50 and a touchdown this year. So never mind. I take that back. I did see him score against the Dolphins, though.
But how many games has he played in? Because I feel like he was injured. How many games do they have him playing in?
He's played in 4 games this year.
Okay.
So he's averaging 2 catches a game.
All right.
Last year, his rookie year, 49 for 497 and 4. So he was always a project, though, anyways. I think the appealing thing with him is his 40 time, his breakaway speed, stuff like that. So while he's in this Panthers offense, maybe he's a different fit in the Bills offense, you know?
Right. There's the first one. Bills have to fire Bean. He's missed on DK. Okay, this is different than McDermott. Yeah. So, and I think I was saying that in a group chat as well. It's like, are you really going to say fire McDermott? Okay, I can say fire McDermott because of all the penalties, the discipline issues. He's not calling the offensive plays. Can't blame him for that. You can blame Bean for the talent that we have on this team. I'll tell you what, the WGR folks are feeling pretty good right now.
Oh, for sure they are.
They're like probably bummed that the Bills are doing so bad, but they're thinking to themselves, we told him. He got on and gave us a bunch of crap that we're complaining. We didn't have a number 1 receiver when the Bills put up average of over 30 points last season. And they're a little happy right now.
Isn't it funny too? It's like we started the show talking about how, or I did at least, how it's similar to like last year, right after that Texans game and the Ravens game, how we needed like a true separator and number 1 receiver. And here we are a year later having that exact same conversation. Crazy.
Yeah, Cody, I would have loved Ladd McConkey. He was a guy we talked about too.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him, shining bright.
Well, yeah, and that's just it, Code. So we have Khalil Shakir in that moment. So maybe that's really, I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, like the mindset. I know it's hard to like come around to, but yeah, maybe that was the thought, like, hey, we already have Khalil Shakir. Ladd is kind of the same type of skill set. Why would we take Ladd when we can take an outside jump ball guy who's truly a 50-50 guy, apparently, according to these stats? It's crazy.
Yeah, Sean. Coleman 6'4", 6'5", depending where you look, massive, but never gets sent in on a slant. Again, that's what I was saying. How does a man that big not get more than 11 yards on 3 catches?
Just win inside. I mean, you can use your body.
Yards.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, so maybe is it an OC problem? Or is it a Keon Coleman problem? Or is it just both?
Well, okay. You saw and this is not just this game. This has been consistent. Josh just throws the ball to the sideline, left or right, to Coleman, and he's not utilized in his size. Have you seen Coleman go up? No, it's all been right around chest height.
Yeah.
It's an easy play for the defender. It's like, if you're going to use Coleman for his 50-50 balls, get him up in the air. The dude is 6'4", has a great vertical, played basketball. He'll win most of those. He's not going to win many if you're throwing it down at his chest level. Give me a break.
Right. Yeah.
What you thinking there? Man.
Yeah, Brett, no offense, brother. I do not want Tyler Boyd. Like, he played last year with the Titans. He's a slot receiver too right now. Like, he's not an outside guy. That's not what we need at the moment. And he's what, 33, 30? He's actually only 30. That's surprising.
Yeah, Trey. Good point, Trey. Yeah, lad wins at all levels. He's ultimate version of Shakir. Take the best receiver you can get. He's super fast too. Dude runs great routes. Great route runner. Get separation. Man, I'll tell you what. This is one thing we were all. I think all Bills Mafia was right in that one when we saw him take Coleman. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting time in Bills draft history.
Yeah,
and we were right on that one.
Right.
What we got here? I'm gonna say hi to Ricardo Green. Cody Smith, no thanks. He says.
Calvin Ridley's interesting, man. He's got 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons the last 2 years. He's averaging 18 yards a catch this season. Like, he still can stretch the field a little bit. Is he the long-term answer? Probably no. You could get a good season out of him. He's not that, like, fear factor guy as in like an AJ Brown or a, if that's really what you're trying to go for.
Let's ask the chat. I'm curious in the chat. Let me know if the Bills were to make a move. I'm thinking you would say offense, but who are you going for? First of all, position would be receiver, or are you going to go defensive side of things? Because we do need some help there on the cornerback depth. Although I thought Trey played decent today. I thought he had a better game than
I did too.
Than last week, and he definitely got that call on him was just not cool at all. That was a big stop. I think that was a 3rd down play. I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, where he got his hand in. Yeah,
and the dude ran into him, and somehow he gets the penalty called on him. But whatever, man.
Oh yeah, you're talking the PI play. Yes.
Yeah.
PI. Horrible call. Yeah.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well, chat. Let us know whether you're watching it or now or on the rewatch. Let us know who you going after. Like, who's out there that you think we can make a move for? Bean's done it in years past. I mean, he got Diggs. Was Diggs at the trade deadline, Jake? Was that one of those trade deadline moves, or was that more off-season, earlier season when we traded for Steph? Do you remember?
Oh, that was right before the draft. Actually, that was
before the draft.
Initially we thought we were going to get Antonio Brown, and that was all fake news. And then we ended up trading with the Vikings, and
Well, good thing we got Steph instead of Antonio
full circle moment, Brett. I get it. Listen, no disrespect to Tyler Boyd. I love Tyler Boyd. Forever grateful for what he's done, but I'm good. I don't want Tyler Boyd. I'm good there.
So, Jake, who do we got coming after the bye? I know I said Carolina, and then I know the Chiefs are coming. Are they right after Carolina, or is there someone in between them?
Chiefs are right after Carolina, yeah. So
Chiefs come to Buffalo. Got Carolina, who, like I said, Carolina's what? They got 2 or 3 wins right now?
Yeah, they're 3-3.
Never know what you're going to get with them. And they've, like I said, they put a beating. It's crazy to me. They put a beating on the Falcons weeks ago, 30-0. How's that happen?
Yeah, I believe, what is it, a 3-game win streak for them? The Panthers? I think it is. Crazy.
Oh, man. So, Jake, you talked about your positives. The only positive I can come up with is Deanne Walker shining. I do want to give credit to the defense in the second half. And I don't want to use excuses like we had all these injuries. Sure, Milano's been out, but Milano's always out. We lost Daquan Jones, but we got Ed Oliver back. If you had to say to me, which one would you take? I'd say Oliver all day long. I thought Ed played a good game. Eddie played a good game. I don't think Bosa did make that one. So that was on that long drive, right? Bosa almost had that sack. And then Penix gets it out of there. I think that was was that the blown coverage one where there was a guy just running free down the right side on that?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. I'm looking at AJ Brown's contract. So it's a 3-year, $96 million contract with the Eagles that he signed. This started back in 2024, and they have a potential out in 2027. But yeah, he's got a pretty hefty cap hit, so I don't know how good that is for the pocketbook. However, his base salary is pretty low. I'm looking at his base salary over the next 2 years. The signing bonus is high, and then there's an option. So interesting. Yeah.
Would the Eagles want to give up on him? I mean, they're defending Super Bowl champs.
That's just it. I don't know. It's crazy that he's even mentioned in trade rumors, especially considering the fact that he just signed this big extension like last year. So
yeah, Ricardo. I mean, this is Milano's. He's signed through this year, and yeah, unless there's a really cheap deal, I don't think he'll be a Buffalo Bill next year. That's just my thoughts. Right, the best ability is availability, and it just hasn't been there, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and don't want to pay the guy a lot of money just to as many games as he's missed. So I agree with you, Ricardo. I think it's going to happen. Can we just let him go? It's end of his contract. I think you'll see that happen. Let's see. Trek Reviewer is saying, by the way, if you haven't smashed that like button for us, please take a moment, smash the like. If you're new to our channel, drop a nickel on that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. And I want to start talking about this, Jake. This is always good stuff. We want to put a smile on people's faces. We got our holiday show coming up in December. We're going to have some good things. We're going to have some cool giveaways like we always do. We should have some really nice entertainment. That should put a smile on your face. So it's always, I think we do it typically the Friday before Christmas, whatever that is. So keep an eye out. We'll be talking about that more. We'll be posting things as well. Like I said, every year we do it. We have some cool giveaways and make some people happy. That's one of the best shows we do all year. It's the most fun that I have. I'd have more fun if the Bills were winning right now, but I got to think about I'm already thinking Christmas because that's my favorite time of year, and it gets my mind off of some of these bad things here. Well, let's see here.
Here for it.
Trek Reviewer, I wanted the Bills to draft. What's that?
Xavier Watts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Notre Dame guy too. Trek is a big Notre Dame guy, but yeah, he had a nice game today. Actually was able to make some tackles, unlike Cole Bishop and Taylor Rapp on some of those plays, unfortunately. But yeah, he's nice. Mike, he would have fit your criteria too. 6', 203, safety out of Notre Dame. Beautiful. They took him in the 3rd round. Yep.
I mean, look, I saw Poyer out there today. It was funny. At one point, I saw Poyer, Jordan Phillips.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're on the field on our defense at the same time. Things aren't going well.
Yep.
But I saw them in the second half, and we did okay in the second half. Let's see here. That AKB contract is so backloaded, it could work, but no way the Eagles move him. They're just the poutiest 20. Proudest or poutiest 22?
Poutiest for sure. Yeah. Just when you think maybe the Bills fans have been spoiled and there's no reason to complain, you hear these Eagles fans complaining, and it's like, get over yourselves. You got some stuff to figure out too. And maybe that puts you in a better mood knowing that the Eagles fans and the Eagles fan base and that whole entire franchise right now is in a similar position. You're coming off a Super Bowl win though, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, that's interesting too, because now they're also 4-2. The only 2 undefeated teams have now lost 2 in a row.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's hard to believe Patriots in first place. It's really hard. It's really hard to think about that. Well, Jake, talked about a lot of things. I don't know what more we can talk about. Obviously, we have 2 weeks to recover. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything else in the chat? By the way, we are going to be having a show midweek, right? It's going to be called Mafia Midway. It's going to be our Wednesday night show. That'll be kicking off in a couple of weeks. And then we'll just get on and just talk Buffalo Bills, whatever you guys want to talk about. No format whatsoever. We'll get on there, talk about what news we're hearing, and just get some things off our chest. Maybe have some call-ins. Should be a fun show. But Jake, what else? What else haven't we covered other than just saying fire everybody? I think we know, we've seen it in the past. Just going back to that season where we were 6-6 with a 2% chance to win. Somehow, some way, we turned around. I think at that point, though, the difference was we fired our offensive coordinator, right?
We
That's
did
what
to then allow Joe Brady to call plays. That's true.
So
Yeah.
Brady comes in, turns things around. I don't see us firing Brady this time to turn things around, but hopefully,
Right.
you know. And it's funny. I think I didn't know this. Wasn't he the OC for Burrow at LSU?
Yes.
That high flying team.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there was just way too much talent there to me. You know, they just look good no matter what. But where are those plays?
That's a team that didn't need help with separation. When you got Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase on the outside, I mean, that's pretty insane. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Joe Burrow and an incredible offensive line. I mean, yeah, it's just they were loaded. I want to talk about James Cook.
Okay.
Let's get some more usage. I mean, I know, what do we give him the ball? 16 times, 87 yards. That dude runs hard. He was running angry in the second half there. Also love that he just rips a smelling salt every single play when he's out there. I mean, the guy is a psychopath. Let's get him more involved in the passing game. I know, like, we see the running game. I you know, a couple weeks ago, they talked about, like, the usage for James Cook, and then Joe Brady had made a comment basically saying, like, you know, I'm aware, like, load management's really important. We got to keep it for the whole season. No. You just paid this guy, right? And I think he wants to prove his worth too. Like, I think he wants to show people, like, yeah, I'm worth every dollar you paid me and then some, because you could tell he's the only one that seemed to be running hard and motivated out there on that offense. So let's get him a little bit more involved, whether it's in the passing game or just keep running the football. Honestly, like, stop going away from it. Go under center more, please, too, as Sank said. I thought it was working really well. We tried to go in shotgun and get cute and do these things. And we're not even running RPO, too, for the most part, which is really also extremely frustrating because there's no threat of the run, whether it's Josh Allen or James Cook in that situation. There was just a lot I didn't agree with the play calling there. But, yeah, harping on James Cook and the usage there. Let's keep upticking that, please.
I agree. I mean, when's the last time you saw us throw downfield to a running back? I mean, Cook can go downfield, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know when the last time is he caught a pass. I don't think he caught much last week. Certainly not this week. Our running backs caught 3 passes total on 4 targets. It's like, and with the blitzing that they were doing, it's like, why couldn't we just dump a few passes off? You know, make them stop that blitz and, you know, make them concerned about it. Because a lot of other teams, dude, you see A-Chain? I mean, A-Chain is out on the screenplay almost every play. He's out there, at least as an outlet. Why aren't we doing similar stuff, right? I just don't get it. But, all right. I think we've talked about all we could talk about. Terrible. Turn off your social media. Don't watch anything except for our shows, except for the Bills podcasts that are out there. Show them love, and let's just all hug one another.
I love that, Mike.
We'll get through this 2 weeks. Carolina, we go to play the Panthers, and we'll get right. I believe it. I've seen it. We know we can do it, and just let's hope we make a move. Because November 2nd, so we got the bye. We don't have much more time to make a move, but let's hope that Bean figures something out. Anyhow, Jake, great as always. I wish we had happier time tonight. Last couple of weeks have been rough, but go Bills, man. See you soon.
Go Bills. By the way, Trek, great trivia question. Rest in peace to the great Rick Newton. I know the answer to this. It's actually Tyler Bass, which is wild. So, yeah, Tyler Bass is married to his daughter. Crazy. Former Buffalo Bill punter. But yes, anyways.
All right, take care, everybody. Appreciate you. Go Bills.
Go Bills.